Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you in Ireland, and then happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody else. It's day 7 of Glow. Yeah, we're going to be on the floor. It's Sunday, and the Glow flow continues. We're learning movements that we're going to start really deepening into as we go. So come sit up for a moment, and we're just going to practice a movement that we'll start bringing in different ways. So sit with your arms wide, okay? Arms wide. Not enough light, but anyways, yes. Arms wide. And then bring your hands forward, make fists out of your hands, and pull your elbows back into a double lawnmower. And then pull your elbows wide, open your hands, and bring your hands so that they're facing the ceiling and your shoulders are rounded forward. Make fists, pull your fists into your side, come into lawnmower, push your fists forward, open your hands, and come into wide. So now your chest opens and you lean into your chest. So make fists, double lawnmower, elbows wide, fingers wide, rounding, and then make fists, push forward and wide. And as you do this, there should be a sense of your spine rounding as you turn your hands back to front and your chest opening as you bring your hands forward. We'll just do it a few times. And there's this moment where I've got fists, I tuck my elbows in, and then I push forward, and then I pull back and wide. And so really engage deeply into your shoulders as we do this. How deeply can you move your hands forward and backwards? So as I go under and out, I'm leaning my baby fingers towards my baby toes. And as I go forward and out, I'm leaning my thumbs towards the space behind me. One last time. Super cool. So that's going to be added in over the next few days. So come lie on your back. Come all the way down. Landing in. Arriving. So just feel we've already moved our shoulders. So now as you lie on the floor, how is that in your body? Softening the breath. Use your skills, your tools to land. I have to say, look how bright it is over there. There's a really big patch of sky. Isn't that amazing? It's always wonderful. The equinox is on the 21st. So just a few days' time. So wonderful. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, and just begin to rock your knees from side to side. And as you do this, notice your spine, notice your belly, notice your legs. Can you make this movement smoother? Can you make this movement softer? Smoother, maybe, slower and smoother. And I want you to connect into the power of you more so than going soft. So keep your face soft. Keep the sense of your gesture in your face, that sense of inner connection. And then begin to move deeply into your legs where you lean the top leg a little bit deeper towards the floor. But be present in the entire range as you move from one side to the other. Nice, cool. Bring your arms wide, come into gliders. Always a good thing. I met somebody last week at an event and she had just started the yoga. And she was like, oh, hello, hello. Lovely to meet you. And then she said, oh my God, gliders. When you first said it, I had no idea what it was. And now I'm in love with gliders. I think, I haven't heard of anybody yet who doesn't like gliders. One more time each side. And just feel that. Notice your body. Nice. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Hug them in. Really squeezing them in. Widen into the back of your body. Deeply pull and widen. Settle. Breath is in your belly. Nice. And then rock from side to side. And have your hands on your knees as you rock, but try and keep your elbows off the floor. So you're trying to balance using something in your torso, something in the bracing of your shoulders. Nice. Bring your arm straight up towards the ceiling. Do the same thing. And notice how your shoulder is doing something to brace you as you rock from one side to the other, as you stop yourself from falling over. And then do zombie. So your arms are traveling further. Might take a while to coordinate that. Arms are traveling towards the opposite side of your legs, and you're really trying to balance that you're not falling over, but that your arms and your knees are really traveling a distance apart. Just feel that. How do you balance? Where is your center of gravity? How do you manage your center of gravity? Really, if I lift my head, somehow I feel a little bit more connected. Nice. Drop to the floor, stretch your legs long, pause. Be in the breath, feel into the breath. Nice. So come all the way up to sit and have your legs long in front of you. And so was it only yesterday? Yes, yesterday. I started into the glow, flow, floor sequence. So we're going to look at that a little bit now. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart and hold on to your ankles and then sit up tall. So we're really looking at how the spine is moving. So as you pull on your ankles, lengthen your spine and sit up as tall as you can. And then round your back and imagine you can bring your nose down either to your heels or to your toes. Which direction feels supportive of rounding to you? Lengthening, rising up through the spine, and then rounding. And if you notice, we're kind of just traveling like a chunk. We're just going forward and then backwards. So bring your feet a little bit further forward. And now we're going to follow with our nose. So this is more kind of like a slinky snake-like one. So feet are more forward. You're holding onto your shins this time. Drop your nose down and your nose is pointing towards your chest. And then drop your nose down so it's pointing towards your belly button and then towards your pubic bone. And then draw a line from your pubic bone to your heels, to your toes, and then forward. So you're looking forward, but my back is arching as I do this. And then I look up, my nose is pointing upwards. And then I tuck my chin in and begin to draw a line down towards my chest, my belly, my pubic bone. Draw a line along the floor. Forward, pause in the forward for just a moment. And then up, down. And go really slowly so you feel the elements of the spinal movements. Pause for a moment in the forward. And then up. And I feel like I'm really finding out my range as I do this. I feel like I'm at the end of my range with my movements in each moment. One more time, drop your nose down. How deeply can you move? How deeply can you connect? What's your range in this motion? So come all the way up to sit. And now turn or lift your head so your nose is pointing forward. And then throw your nose forward towards your toes. And then draw your nose from your toes to your pubic bone, to your belly, to your chest. And then towards your chin. And you're all the way back and your chin is really tucked in. And then you lift your head and you throw your head forward, throw your chest forward, draw the line back. So just find that movement deeply in your spine. I'm using my hands to pull with this one. I'm not sure if I was pulling the last time, but really use your arms. There's a moment where I pull with my arms as I draw forward, And then I push with my hands as I round backwards. One last time. Lengthening, draw your chin forward. Come all the way back. Nice, how cool. So, bring your right hand across and hold on to your left ankle. Okay, and your right hand is going to stay on your left ankle for the next while. So this is an anchor point that we're creating. Bring your left hand to the floor beside you and spiral your right knee in and try and bring your forehead to the floor beside your left knee. Pause. Rising up, soles of your feet together, tuck your left elbow in, reach your left hand as tall as you can, and then a little bit over towards the right. Not all that much. You're just finding the moment of, oh, there's connection and length into the side of my body. It doesn't have a particular direction, it has a feeling. So find the feeling of connection through the left side of your body. Nice. Bend your elbow, hand to the floor, spiral your right knee in, forehead down to the floor. Sitting up tall, left elbow tucks in, reach the left arm long, lean a little bit over towards the right until you feel the connection in the left side of your body. Nice. Bring your left hand down, just rest it on the floor beside you, and then bring your right leg out towards the right. And as you do that, your left foot's going to stand. So my left foot's now standing. I'm still holding on to my ankle, and my right leg is out to the side. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, and now again, lean over towards the right, and now go further. Because now you have your left bum is in the air a little bit, and as you lean, you can really reach towards the right foot, and then pull your left elbow down towards the floor beside you, over towards the left. Reach your left hand over towards the right foot, going sideways, and then pull your left elbow down to the floor on the left. And so you're traveling with the left hand over towards the right, long side body. Softening into your face, pull your left elbow down towards the floor. One last time. Pull towards the right, little left hand towards the right. Pause. So now I've gone sideways. My right shoulder's down towards my right thigh. My left arm is really long. If when you just drop your hand and it rests beside your face, then drop your hand towards your foot in that direction, okay? Try not to let it fall in front of you because that's a different part of your body that's moving then. Reaching. Nice. Come all the way up. Bring your left hand to the floor and then reach the right leg long so it's floating just above the floor. Bend your knee, come all the way back up. Cool. Other side. Bring your left hand across and hold on to your right ankle. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Spiral your left thigh and bring your forehead down to the floor and pause there. Over on the right side. Can you really squeeze your chest down onto your thigh? If you want to make it harder, take your right hand off the floor and bring it behind you. Always looking for ways of, I'm using this as stability. How do I move that stability into my body more so than using my limbs to support me? Nice. Rising up, spiral your left thigh in, tuck your right elbow in, and then reach your right hand up. So let your arm grow out of your shoulder. You're long, and then slightly to the left till you feel that sense of, oh, now I feel side body, side lengthening. Nice. Bring your hand down to the floor. Draw your forehead down. Again, maybe you bring your right hand behind your back as you do this. All the way up. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, over towards the left. Down on the right with your forehead. Up on the right and lean. Last one. Down on the right with your forehead. Up on the right and lean. Nice. Come back to center. Take that left leg and bring it way out towards the left. And then bring your right foot to stand. I'm still holding on to it with my left hand. Pull your right elbow down towards the floor on the right. And now glide sideways with your right hand over towards the left. And now my shoulders coming down to my knee. Elbow down. Over towards the left. Softening your face. Elbow down. Over towards the left. One last time. Elbow down. And then over towards the left and pause there. Just find that sense of the solidness of your right foot on the floor, the support of the lengthening, your shoulders somewhere down towards your thigh on the left. Breath is in your belly. Nice. Come all the way back up. Bring your right hand to the floor and lift the left foot off the floor as you drop down towards the right. So your left leg is floating. Come all the way back up. Soles of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles, sitting up tall, arching your back. And then stretch both legs long in front of you. And then roll deeply into your belly. As you roll into your belly, just get a sense. How is this in my body? And then roll in the other direction. Rolling. Nice. Draw big circles in your shoulders. As you roll your big circles, you just notice. Nice. We'll go back to that first movement. Make fists, arms are forward, make fists out of your hands. Pull your elbows back into double lawnmower. Bring your elbows wide and then sweep your hands back to front. And notice the way your shoulders are rounding forward. Pause there. Palms are lifting towards the ceiling and baby fingers are moving forward towards your feet. Really feel the deep round of your back. Now sweep your hands towards under your armpits, forward and wide. Lengthen through your spine. Nice. Bring your hands to your thighs, slightly rounding forward. Sweep your right hand across into elephant. We're now in the flow glow. A glow flow. Hand down, sweep your left hand across, elephant. And down, both elbows bend, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, super tall. How tall could you get here? How long and up could you be? And then pull your elbows down into swan. Pull your elbows deeply down, chest is opening. Nice. And then reach your arms up and dive forward towards your feet and pause there in a forward fold. Wiggle a bit into your back. Feel that space that we created in the seated postures, all that side bending, lengthening. So remember, don't get stuck in any pose, so life is motion. And so just feel, how would you sway like a piece of seaweed or like a tree on the wind? Nothing is rigid in nature. Nothing is rigid in nature. That's alive. Rocks are. You're not a rock. So just feel that sense of, how do I move? How do I move? How would I lean into this pose? For me, that's usually side bending and walking my hand a bit further. Side bend further. Wiggling, lengthening, moving. Bend your knees, move your feet. Changes the angle of the lengthening into the backs of your legs. Stay forward as you move your legs. Maybe walk your bum back. Nice. Come all the way up to sit. Cool. So come onto your hands and knees. Arching your back and rounding your back. arching your back and rounding. Super. Bring your right knee forward between your two hands. Lengthen your left leg long. So you have the option of coming into zigzag and bringing your elbows down either side of that right thigh, or you have the option of lengthening your left leg long behind you and coming into pigeon. And so the main thing that will tell you how deeply you should go today, not how deeply you usually go or where you have gone in the past, is your right knee at the front. So if you're being super attentive and super kind to your body, yes, listen to your right knee and see, what does my right knee need right now? Does it need to come into zigzag with my elbows on the floor, or pigeon? Maybe it needs a little bit of pigeon and then zigzag, or maybe it wants to move. Feel how that is. Life is motion, so you can change your mind. You can become unfixed. You can adjust according to your sensations in this moment without any repercussions. You can go, oh, I'm going to change and change. Nice. Come all the way back. Push back into your downward dog for a moment, just creating length in your legs. And then both knees to the floor. Bring your left knee forward between your two hands. And again, listen to your left knee. Do you need to be super kind to the sensations that are happening there? Or how would it be to lengthen? How is it to reach that right leg back behind you into pigeon? Moving, really leaning into the shapes and patterns that are emerging, creating length in many directions. So nice. Nice. Come all the way to land on the floor, land on your back. How is it now to land on your back? We were here 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes later, what's the landscape like now? What's the inner? For me, there's kind of like a brightness, a sense of twinkliness, sense of connectedness, aliveness. For you, what is the sense of this moment in your body? How is this? Pause, settle, land. Stay here lying on your back or roll over onto your side and set your intention for the day. And it's an inner intention of an attitude or a felt sense, not any expectation of what it looks like on the outside or how it manifests on the outside. Last month we were looking at, I want to do something. I kept saying I want to do art, and actually the feeling in me now is I want to track sensations and felt sense more so than tracking external goals. Dun dun dun. So just set your intention. Nice. Super. Nice. How lovely. How super. I hope you have a fantastic day. Maybe you're going to the parade. Maybe you're hanging out with people. I'm going down to the beach for a swim. How gorgeous. Yeah, have a great day. Do something that resources you. Do something green, something Irish. Connect to your roots if you're far away. Be vicarious. Oh no, be Irish vicariously. Well, that's not really true. But anyways, yeah. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Such a pleasure to be here. Ciao, Slán.